Hello everybody, good evening. I'm going to give this a few minutes or a few seconds for this to go live in people's feeds. And I'm going to find this on my own computer so that I can see comments. As you're jumping on, please do say hello. I love to hear from all of you. Okay, I think we're live. Hello, hello. I see some people jumping on. Hopefully the comments are working. If somebody wants to leave me a comment just so that I know everything is working as it should. Hello, hello, Heidi Long. So happy you caught me too. Nice to see your name pop up. I'm trying to figure out what your little emoji. Oh, there you are. Hi. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, I saw your name. It just made me realize I haven't responded to a text message you sent me a couple of days ago. Sorry. Okay, Heidi, thanks for clarifying. I was trying to figure out what the emoji meant, but I don't have my glasses on, so I still can't see which one you had put by accident. Hello, Janice Keels. Hi, friends. I see some names popping up, some familiar, some new. Please say hello and let me know where you're watching from. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for being here. Please do let us know in the comments below so we can give you a warm welcome. And if you're back, if you've watched before and you're back for a repeat performance, thanks for coming back. I'm happy to have you all here. So let me introduce myself. I am Zara Premji. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and creative coach from Markham, Ontario, Canada. I am a busy mom of 3. I have a 15-year-old, an almost 13-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So life is crazy busy. And I work as an occupational therapist in the school system. So I support students with special needs and help them to participate in their programming as fully as possible. And so in my not so spare time, I love card making, I love paper crafting, and I really, really love sharing it with others. So I really look forward to my Wednesday night Facebook Lives. I get to hang out with friends virtually, and I get to share some of my crafting with all of you, and I just love the interaction and the friendship that's formed here. Hello, Margaret Ann. Hello, Nicole. Thank you for the compliment. That's so sweet. Hello, Debbie from Listowel. Hello, Sonia. Hi, friends. Thank you for sharing. Okay, let me tell you what we are doing today. So there is lots of really exciting information for me to share, and I don't want to skip it because it's very relevant and very exciting and very important. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about some new things that are happening. It's a new month. We have a new catalog, and we have some really awesome new promotions happening. I've got lots going on in my own little stamping world that I want to share with all of you in case any of that's of interest. And then we are going to party. We're going to be playing with the Party Puffins. So if you happened to peep on my Facebook page today, I posted a card and I'll show it to you. I did this for a blog hop. So this is using the Party Puffins Stamp Set. I think it's super cute. I don't think you can make a card that's not cute with this set. Like, they're just adorable. And so they were sitting on my desk, and I decided I was going to make another card with them. So that's what we're going to be making tonight. And I'm also pulling in another awesome background stamp. So we'll be doing that. If you have friends or family that you think might enjoy watching this video, listening to some chatter and watching some paper crafting happening, please do share the video. And that means a lot to me. It's like the ultimate compliment. So if you share the video, I would so appreciate that. Or you can tag a friend down below if you think that they might enjoy this, or someone that just needs their day brightened or something to just distract them from the busyness, because there's lots happening right now that we need distractions from. Hello, Carol Ann. So yes, let's talk a little bit about the new catalog. I'll flip the camera down soon because I want to show you a few things, but I want to tell you that we have a brand new catalog. For those of you that have been crafting with Stampin' Up! Products for a while, this is something you have been anxiously anticipating. So this catalog went live yesterday, May 4th, and it will run until April 2022. In this catalog, there are products that are perfect for a beginner stamper, a casual stamper, or someone who's avid and needs to have all the things like I do, as you can see behind me. And so there's a variety of different products in here that would suit any budget, time constraint, crafting level. You don't have to be experienced to enjoy this. It's very easy to learn. In fact, I had a new team member join today, which I'm going to talk about in a second. I had a new team member join today. She was referred to me by another team member, and she has never crafted before, like never stamped, never touched a paper trimmer, but she saw the excitement and how much her friend was loving her card making and paper crafting. And so she decided that she wanted to jump right in. So we talked about the starter kit deal, which is the best deal on the planet. And she decided to just jump right in. So she's got some real awesome goodies going her way, and she's never stamped before. And I'm going to walk her through it and help her learn. And very soon she'll be making her own handmade cards and sending them to people. So let's talk a little bit about the starter kit. So we have an awesome promotion. It's called our Join Plus promotion. And the starter kit is essentially just an ultimate deal. So there's not like a predetermined kit of products that you get. It's essentially a deal. So for the month of May until May 31st, you can choose $206 in Stampin' Up! Product. It can be anything you want. You can choose all cardstock, you can choose all pattern paper, you can choose all inks, you could choose a variety of different things up to $206. You're only going to pay $135, no tax and no shipping if you live in Ontario. And I think some provinces don't have tax and shipping. It depends on which province you're in. And then you get 20% off on all your future Stampin' Up! Purchases. So it's an amazing deal. And we have a community of stampers called the Pretty in Pinksters. And it was founded 8 years ago when I first started stamping, and I had my very first team member join. We do card swaps. We do monthly team gatherings. We have a private Facebook group. We have challenges, creative challenges. We have so many different things happening within our team that there's something that will be for everybody. So even if you're fairly new and you just feel like you want some support with getting started with crafting, it's definitely a good deal. And a good opportunity to join a really welcoming community. And if you have been crafting for a while and you love to purchase Stampin' Up! Products, to me, I just feel like I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't help you maximize your value. So this is definitely a good deal. So the Join Plus promotion, it goes from May 4th to the 31st. I will put the link up in the description, just so that if you want more information, you can click there. You can certainly message me, email me. I would be more than happy to answer any questions, and I would love to welcome you to our community. And so with that, I'm going to flip the camera down and we are going to get started. Well, I'm going to share with you a couple more announcements and then we'll get started with the crafting. So hold tight for a sec. Whoops. Okay, so let me tighten that and then we'll move this forward. And I will stay within the confines of this grid paper. Okay, so Janice is excited about the puffins. Yes, so am I. I love them. Okay, before we get to the puffins, let's talk a little bit about ice cream, because you guys know I love ice cream. So I'm part of a tutorial bundle group, and it's called the All-Star Tutorial Bundle. And this month, for the month of May, we chose the sweet ice cream bundle as our product of, I guess, our featured product. And each of the 12 different demonstrators created a project featuring this particular bundle. So what you see here are little sneak peeks of all the projects that are included. Now this is a gift with a minimum order. So if you place an order of $50 or more in my online store, you are going to get the ice cream corner tutorial bundle for free. So the value of this is $22. You'll get that for free. Plus you'll get an embellishment from me, a brand new embellishment from the annual catalog, and you'll get a handmade card. So you can certainly order this. You can order this for, it's not 22, I'm sorry, it's $19.50. So you can order it for $19.50 or you can get it for free. And we did a blog hop today, and this was the card that I did for the blog hop. So I'll be posting the link and pictures of this, but you know that I'm really into the new in colors, so I decided to pull that together in my card here. And so I'll be posting more details about that. So that's on our blog hop, and there's more information about the tutorial, but it's always nice to get project inspiration for free. Heather, I figured you'd love my hat because it's the Blue Jays. Okay, next let's talk about our in color club. So I showed these cards to you, I believe it was last week, and this is the same card done in 5 different colors. And these are our 5 new in colors in our new annual catalog. So we've got Polished Pink, Fresh Freesia, Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, and Soft Succulent. They're gorgeous colors. And to purchase all the products together, so the cardstock, the ink, the refill, the blends, all of it, would cost you over $300. So I'm offering an in color club where every month you will get all of the products in that in color in one particular color. So for the first month we are doing Pale Papaya. So you would be getting, I'll show you all the products that you'll get. You will get, I'm showing you the example of Polished Pink, okay? So you get a pack of Polished Pink cardstock. You will get the ink pad. You will get the refill. You will also get 2 Stampin' blends, so the combo pack of the Stampin' blends in that color. You will get a Stampin' Right marker. You will get 8 sheets of the designer series paper that coordinates with it. And then you will also get a package of the ribbon, and you will get the gems that coordinate with it, okay? So lots of products in that particular color, so it's a great way for you to accumulate a little bit each month without having to order it all at once and break the bank, okay? So this is part of my In Color Club. That is going to be open for a few more days. I think it's about a week. I will include the link in the description, and if you want to register for that, then you can definitely do that. And you'll also be getting a handmade card each month with your In Color package. So it'll give you a little bit of inspiration and ideas of things that you can make with your new In Color. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for joining. All right, so I think we are ready to craft. Let me show you. I can't decide. Do you guys like to see the cards that I'm making? I think I've heard different things. Some like to be surprised. Some like to see it. So while I'm getting set up, I'm going to give you a chance to let me know if you want to see it. Hello, Alana. So tell me if you want to see the card or if you want to be surprised. I'll let you peek at the Puffins card I did earlier. I did this for a blog hop as well. And I'll show you where you can find the Puffins in the annual catalog. So on page 67, we have the stamp set here. It's $27 and it's got 11 different stamps in there. So you've got 3 different little puffins, you've got a cake, you've got some other images, and then some really cute sentiments, okay? So it's great for birthdays, but you can also use it for other occasions. If you wanted to use the sentiment that says you're the best, or to someone who makes others happy, that kind of thing. So lots of really good sentiments and images in here. And then the other stamp that I'm going to be using is the spiral die stamp. So I ordered this when our pre-order started because I just thought the tie-dye stamp looked super cute, but I hadn't used it yet until I played with it for the card that I was making today. Hello, Barb. Okay, you like to see it, Margaret? Hello, Michelle. Thanks for joining, friends. Yes, the Puffins are awesome. So excited. Okay, so we're gonna work on the spiral die. Not work on, we're gonna work with the spiral die, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for using that. Now, where's my card? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is the one that I did for my blog hop. I did post this today on my Facebook page and on Instagram, so you can definitely find more details, and you can go to my blog for measurements, supply lists, instructions, all the things, okay? So here's the card that we're going to be making tonight. Isn't it so cute? Oh my goodness. I can't even handle how cute these puffins are. And I really don't think you could make an ugly card with it. So this is the card. All right, everyone wants to see it. Well, there you go. I'm not spoiling any surprises then. So now that you've seen it, I'm going to move it because I need the space to work. I do want to say that everything that I'm using tonight is available in my online store. Here's the link right here. And like I said, if you place an order of $50 or more using this host code, you are going to get lots of goodies from me for free. Okay, so you'll get 2 tutorial bundles, a package of embellishments, and a handmade card in the mail from me. Okay, if you have any questions about our starter kit promotion or anything at all, if I can help with anything, you can certainly email me at stampwithzara@gmail.com. Okay, hello Lindsay. Oh, you are going to be so happy because we are playing with the puffins. Okay, first we're starting with our spiral die background stamp. So when I am using the background stamps, I find that the Stamparatus is the best tool for that. You can also use a large block with this. I just find the block is a bit wide for my hands, and so it slips out of my hand. So a couple of little tips and tricks when you are using the Stamparatus for a background stamp is I would start by putting your cardstock where you're going to keep it on the surface, and then I take the stamp, the clean stamp, and I lay it over where my cardstock is going to be, and then I pick it up. So what I did today when I was using this is I actually drew a line. It's very, very faint, but what I did was I took my cardstock and then I set it down, and then I took my pen and I drew a line here and I drew a line here. And the reason I did that is because when you are using the spiral die stamp set, you're going to want, if you're using more than one color, you'll want to rotate the cardstock so that you can actually get that tie-dye effect. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm using the Stamparatus, and then I'm going to take my stamp case and just set it underneath the Stamparatus so that it stays flat. Okay? So now I'm going to start with my 2 ink colors, and I am using Pale Papaya and Fresh Freesia. You're going to want to stick around till the end because I'm going to show you this card in a different color combination, okay? So don't go anywhere. All right. So I'm just lining this up here with the lines that I had drawn earlier, and I'm going to start with the Fresh Freesia. So I'm just inking this up. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm a little crooked. Why? Hang on. I always tell my stampers, check your perfection at the door. It's okay if things aren't perfect. It's okay if things aren't totally straight. And then I look at my screen and it's crooked and it makes me, I don't like it. Okay, so I've inked that up, and now I'm just using my palm, and I'm just going to apply some pressure here. And then I'm going to lift this up. And so I find it's not bad, but it's still a little light in some spots. So now, because I'm using the Stamparatus, I can do this again and hopefully fill in some of the spots. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. And because I've drawn the lines on my grid paper, if this moved, if the cardstock moved at all, then I would know exactly where to line it up again. So this spot just doesn't seem to want to stamp. There, that's a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Simply Chamois, which is really dirty, but I think it'll do. I'll probably end up with ink all over my fingers. And I'm just going to wipe off the Fresh Freesia ink. I find that to be a little bit of a tongue twister, Fresh Freesia. I can barely even say it once properly, forget 5 times. Okay, so I've got that done, and I'm going to close this, and now I'm going to flip this 180 degrees, meaning I'm just going to flip it completely in the opposite direction, and I'm using the same lines that I've drawn as my guide. Okay, so I'll show you eventually another really fun technique with this, not today, but in another video, but using the diaper wipe technique where you can actually get multicolored tie-dye. So it looks like an actual, it looks like a rainbow tie-dye shirt. For today, we're just going to use 2 colors. All right. So now I'm going to, again, apply some pressure and just transfer the ink from my stamp to my cardstock. And this is what you get. It's pretty psychedelic, isn't it? So that is the spiral die stamp set. And you know what? I'm looking at the case actually, and I thought that I wasn't stamping properly because of these lighter shades, but it's actually the way the stamp is made. So I probably should have looked at this more closely. But that's how you get the spiral die to work. So now I'm going to grab my trimmer. What do you guys think of that? Is that not cool? So I'm going to grab my trimmer and I just want to trim this down. And the reason I did this after was because just in case some of the edges didn't get stamped properly, then I could trim off some of the edges. So my original card layer was stamped at 4 by 5 1/4, and I actually keep a stack of these on my desk in my Stampin' storage, and that way if I need an insert to put inside my card, or just I use this size so much, so that's also why this size is bigger. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 1/4 by 5. Okay. All right. So that is the size that I want it to go to, that I want it to be, and then I'm going to layer this on a piece of pale papaya cardstock, and then I'm going to actually put that on my card base. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll stamp our little puffins later. So here's another little tip that I want to share with you, because I know that I've heard from people that they have been struggling with Seal Plus and even with our Stampin' Seal. So I've been playing around with this, and some of you might have seen a few weeks ago, I literally on the video tore my cardstock that I had embossed. So I've been playing around with this because I really want to love it. So one thing I found is if you use a light hand, then that's definitely going to help. So you don't want to press too hard. The other thing that I've been trying is to just hold it differently. So there's actually like a little groove at the bottom. And so if you hold it, if you kind of put the web space of your hand in there and then you just drag it across, it just gets it at a really good angle. So you don't have any kind of issues with the tearing or with the tape actually pulling out of the casing. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I'll show you again when we go to do it this way. What do you need? What do you need, Michelle? The spiral die stamp set? You guys know that that's like the ultimate compliment, right? When you see something that I do and then you tell me you need it, it's like, job is done. Okay, there we go. And of course, this doesn't work for me as I'm on camera. I'm just going to wind this a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm now going to set this down on my card base. And you can see that once it starts to dry, it lightens a little bit. And I just love this color combo. So pretty. Okay. So let's get working on our little puffins. I have the little party hat puffin because it's going to be a birthday card. I always need birthday cards. And one of the things I love about this set is that I don't think that it would be just for kids. So some might look at that and be like, okay, that's really cutesy. But I would send my friend Janice this card because their national animal is a puffin. So Janice, gotta let me know when your birthday is because you might be getting a puffin card. So yeah, I feel like this is the kind of stamp set that you could use for anybody. And if you were giving a card to somebody and you just didn't want to use the puffins, there are so many great greetings in there, so you could just use the greetings from that. Not so fast, Memento. We still need you. Hello, Jana. You love the colors together? I know, me too. Such a fan. Okay, so let's talk about this die cut. If you don't have a lot of label dies or, you know, die cuts that are small enough to stamp the greeting on, you could just cut this out with your trimmer, okay, using any kind of rectangular shape. So I'm using this. This is from the All Dressed dies. That's also in our annual catalog, and there's just this narrow label die. Sorry if you're seeing my hat in the screen. Okay, so I've stamped Make a Wish. And I think that's it for the stamping. So now let's do some coloring. And I'm going to use my Stampin' blends. Now I'm using 2 new colors. So I'm using the Pale Papaya and the Fresh Freesia. Freesia? Someone's going to have to teach me how to say this word because it just doesn't feel right. So I'm just going to color. I'm not even going to be doing the two-tone, like I'm not doing any blending here. But I'm just taking my fresh, you know what. And I'm going to color the dots on the hat. And then I'm going to take my Pale Papaya. Your provincial animal. Why did I say national? That would be countrywide. You're right. Provincial animal. I didn't read your whole comment, Janice, because I'm focusing on my coloring. I can fully see my hat in the screen. Sorry, guys. So I'm just going to, this time I'm going to use a little bit of blending here. So I'm just going to do the beak, and then I'm actually just going to color his little webbed feet. And then I'm going to go in with the lighter Pale Papaya and just blend that in to add a bit of dimension. And then I'm going to go in with my Mango Melody. So I'm going to do the same thing here where I'm just going to use my dark and then just go over it with the light. Okay. And there you go. He's all colored. Less than a minute, maybe less than 2 minutes. So that's that. And so what I've done is I've cut this out using our stitched rectangle dies, and then I just measured and cut a layer or a mat that is 1/8 of an inch larger. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down, and I feel like I'm nearing the end of my Seal Plus. So that is that. Now before I start to stick this on, I'm going to color my rhinestones. So on my original card, I did use the In Color jewels, the new ones that have come out, but I just found that these rhinestones were, or these jewels were a little bit small, so I wanted one a little bit larger. So I'm actually going to just color rhinestones, and this is a really cool trick that you can do with your Stampin' blends. So you can, let's take our dark fresh Freesia. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to practice saying this color. So I'm just taking the brush tip of the blend and I'm just coloring the rhinestones. So you can make these rhinestones any color that you want. They're so versatile. And then I'm going to take my Pale Papaya, and then I'm going to just color over this one here. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of color there. And then I'll set that aside to dry while I assemble this card. So we're going to grab the dimensionals, and I'm going to start at the end. And just pop 5 of these on, okay? So see how simple this card is? Like literally just with a little bit of stamps, ink, and paper, you can create such a cute card in just minutes. You could mass produce this card so that you'd have a stash of birthday cards ready to go. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of twine, which you could totally leave off if you didn't have it or if you just didn't feel like using it. Just call it FF, okay. I think that's safe. That's safer. Okay. All right, so where are my paper snips? We're just gonna trim those ends. This twine here is from the Playful Pets Trim Combo Pack, and it's just a black and white twine, which is amazing, and I love it. So just going to stick this on with a glue dot. If you don't have glue dots, I like to give you modifications because I really want people to try this at home. So this is something you can try at home, okay? And I want you to be able to make the cards and not look at this and feel like, oh, well, I don't have such and such that she used. But don't let that stop you, because there are lots of different ways to modify things and leverage what you do have. Okay, so if you don't have the twine, you can leave it right off, or you can use something else entirely. Okay, so we've got that, and then you guys know I love to put my sentiment right over the center. And we're going to use a dimensional here. Maybe I'm going to stick it here because I don't want it to be too high up. And so I want to stick that like that. And then let me put a glue dot on the back of this. Okay. It's not picking up. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll do 2 glue dots because my twine is a little thick, and so I want it to just kind of clear that knot and stick down. So there we go. Okay, how cute is that? Like, isn't that adorable? You know I'm going to show it to you in a different color combo soon, so don't go anywhere because I want to know which color you like better. Let me just first grab my take your pick tool, and we'll pull these and put them on the card. Tell me what you guys think, because it's almost done. I see some hearts. Such a cute card. Hello, Michelle. You like it, Lindsay? You know what? This is dedicated to you because I know you you were a fan of my card earlier today. So there's the card, and here is the sample. Are you guys ready to see it in a different color? Because you guys know I love pink, so I had to try it in the polished pink. So these are the 2 colors. We've got Pale Papaya and FF. And then here we've got Polished Pink and FF. I'm going to have to practice it, Lindsay. Fresh Freesia. There we go. You like it? Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. I like I said, I don't think you can make a card that's not cute with these puffins. But now you have a job to do and tell me which color you like better. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Heather. I'm glad you love it. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, friends. Oh, thanks, Alana. Oh, I love all this feedback. You guys like it? And it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple card, but now you have to tell me what color you like better. I know there's always a delay, so I'm going to wait for a second. Thanks, Heidi. So I mentioned before about my In Color Club. So these colors that I've used on these cards are part of our In Color Club. So if you want to join that, like I said, I'll put a link in the description, and you'll get a little bit each month, a little sampling of something each month, and you'll be able to accumulate your In Color collection and make these cards and other cards that you love. But that pink, yes, you guys are leaning towards the polished pink. Ah, okay. Polished pink. Oh, we've got some fans of the polished pink. Okay, you guys are my people because you know I love pink too. Heather is saying the one on the right. You're saving me from saying the word, right? Or saying the name. You like the papaya? Oh, okay. All right, so we've got fans of both. Well, I'm glad that you guys liked it. Hope it inspires you to go and grab these puffins. If you have them already, get them out and make something cute with them. And if you don't already have them, add them to your order because they are super amazing. And I might just be doing a class coming up with this. So I hope you guys have a great night. And like I said, everything is available in my online store if you would like to purchase anything. And I will be back here on Sunday morning for coffee and a card. I hope you guys all have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.